In this video, we will learn about the advantages and functionality of multi-valued macros, also known as MVM. Multi-valued macros, as the name implies, contain multiple values. Now we will modify the test case that we had written in the earlier videos. When a single MVM is used in a test case or molecule, then Zook repeats the test case or molecule for each value in the MVM and creates a unique ID for each test case appending the macro value at the end of the test case ID. MVMs are declared with two $signs before their names. For example, $file_path is an MVM capable of storing an array of values. So if we want to create files in different locations, then we would assign $file_path with the values of different locations separated by comma. $text macro would contain the value that is written to the file. So if you refer to the test case which has been shown in the previous videos, you can see this is the molecule which is used, that is the verify write molecule, which would first create the file, then write to the file, then we can read from that file, and then finally the file is deleted. This molecule is being called in the test case. In the action column, the molecule is called. The first argument which is used in this test is $file_path. This is a multi-valued macro which will contain the file location. The second argument is $text. This is a macro. This contains the text which will be written to the file. So this explains a test case using a single multi-valued macro. And when more than one MVM is used in a test case or molecule, it generates a combination of values based on the type of MVM and then runs the test case or molecule for each combination. There are two types of MVMs, Cartesian and indexed. Cartesian MVM simply does a Cartesian product of the values in the MVM and runs the test case for each combination. So now Zook will create 6 combinations. You can see there are 3 file locations and 2 types of text which are to be written to these 3 file locations. So to each file location, first local drive would be written to it and then network drive would be written to it. So there would be 2 combinations for each file location. So in total there are going to be 6 combinations for all the 3 file locations. And Zook will run the test case for each pair of values. So in the test case, we first give the argument as $file_path, which is the locations, and the second would be $text, which will have the text that is to be written. Here we have changed $text to $text, which is a multi-valued macro. Now it can contain multiple values, so we assign the value local drive and network drive separated by comma to $text macro. In case of indexed MVM, the macros need to have equal number of values so that the values of one MVM can be mapped to the corresponding value in the other MVMs. Index macros are macros which have other macros as their values. And this macro will have the values $file_path. This is the first macro which is used. And the second macro would be $text. So this is how an index macro is created. So you can see both the macros have equal number of values assigned to it. Here the combination would be made by pairing the first value of the first macro with the first value of the second macro. And the second combination would be made by pairing the second value of the first macro with the second value of the second macro. The syntax to call the macros as indexed in a test case is by writing $ind_macro.file_path for the first argument and $ind_macro.text in the second argument. Zook will map the corresponding values and two combinations will be formed. In this way, Cartesian and index MVMs are used in test cases. Thanks for watching this video.